You want to be around people who are your cheerleaders. Those people who would understand your dream, those people who understand what you intend to achieve, those who would understand the obstacles that you might face, those who would have potential solutions to those obstacles. You want to be part of these people. You want to reach out to them. You want to tell them that you are making effort to get to where they are. You want to talk to them and say, can you share your story with me? Do you want to step out of your comfort zone? You don't know what to do. You don't know where to start. You lack the confidence that is needed to take that bold step. I will be sharing practical steps that will help you take that first step to boost that confidence, to believe in yourself. You might be in that job where it pays the bills, but it's not where you want to be. You want to start up that business, but you don't have the courage. Today's session is for you, and I want you to grab a pen and a paper, because I'll be sharing with you practical steps, strategies that can help you take that first step and build so much confidence. In fact, at the end of this session, you will believe in yourself. You believe in those things that you can do. If you don't know me and you don't know what this community is about, this is the Bola Adeyeye Omeshade show. It is a community where we embrace self-love. I teach people, I support people to build their confidence, to overcome self-doubt, and of course, to be the best version of yourself. You want to be part of this community. You know, it is a community where we edify ourselves. So I want you to subscribe, follow. If you're watching on Facebook, I want you to follow us. And if you're watching on YouTube, I want you to subscribe. And yes, if you enjoy this episode, I want you to like and share it, okay? Right, so let's go to the topic for today. I'll give you a scenario. You're currently working. Let's say you work in the bank, for example, as a customer service advisor, okay? But you don't like your job, okay? So for you, I want you to grab a pen now and write this question. What does this job mean to me? Okay, so if you have a business or you have a business currently and that's not where you want to be, write down, what does this business mean to me? I want you to answer that question. You know, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get your brain to work in the way it's supposed to work. So that we can gather your thoughts together. Now, the moment you are gathering your thoughts, you are gradually building confidence and trusting. You begin to see those things that you're capable of doing. It begins to show up, okay? Those qualities that you have. I'm going to explain that further. I'm going to break that down. So you need to have a very good understanding of where you are, okay? So that current job you have, that current business you have, whatever it is, I want you to evaluate it. I want you to explore and say, what does it mean to you? Does it just pay your bill? You know, does it give you tiny little bit of satisfaction? What are you getting from the job? Why do you pick up your bag every day and go to that job? You know, in fact, when you look at the day-to-day things that you do, ask yourself, what is one or two things that I feel satisfied that I'm doing in this job? Write that down, okay? And then the next question I want you to write down, and you need to answer these questions, okay, is where do I want to be? Okay, you feel that your comfort zone is not where you want to be. You want to ask yourself, where do I want to be? That's question number 2. And you need to answer that question. You need to take your time to reflect. You know, do you want to set up a bigger business? Do you want to change the business direction? Do you want to change your new job? Yeah, or is it you want more money? Actually, it doesn't even have to be a career path, or it could be a relationship. Do you want a new relationship? Because we need clarity here. You need to have clarity on where you want to be, because if you don't understand where you want to be, if within you cannot process where you want to be, then we're not going anywhere. So ask yourself, and I want you to answer that question. So the first question is, where am I now? Okay. And what are you getting? What are you getting from where you are? Okay. The other one is, where do I want to be? Okay. And the third question this time is, who are the people, or are there individuals where I want to be? So in that place where you want to be, are there people already there? Okay, I want you to do that research, because you have to be very intentional. You need to write it down. If it's a case where you cannot remember, or you don't know the people who are there, you need to do the research. Okay, because you see, all this is going to take a lot of time, and I want you to take time to do, because in answering all this question, you are preparing yourself for that place where you want to be. You are building so much confidence. You are believing in yourself. You're taking the right step, and you're having a clearer picture. You would also be putting your thoughts together. Okay, so who are those people where I want to be? And you need to write a list of them. You can maybe write 5 to 10 people that, this is the sort of people that are where I want to be. And then you need to understand, you need to know those people. So you might want to read about them. You want to understand and write maybe at least 8 qualities of those people. So if this person is already in this business, what are the qualities that this person have that you think you should have? Or maybe let's hold on. Let's just list those qualities down. What are the qualities this person have, that is making their business strong? What are the things I like about them? You like this. You see these people. This is where I want to be. I like this about them. I like this about them. Write those things down. Write those qualities down, okay? And when you write those qualities down, you want to think, want to evaluate what qualities, the qualities that those people have that you do not have. Okay, because you need to evaluate yourself. In the process, you are evaluating yourself to see if you have the capability, you have the ability to do those things that they can do. Because if you don't have the ability, then unfortunately we would struggle. So we want to ensure that you have enough skills and resources that will get you to where we want to get you to. Okay, so what are the qualities that they have? Because you have written all those qualities by their name or below their names. Okay, and then you evaluating, okay, this is your name, your Bola, and this is Phil. Bola wants to be like Phil. Phil has qualities 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bola has qualities. So you want to put it line by line if you have those qualities or you don't have them. Now, those ones that you have, how can I improve on them? Because you already have them. Am I putting them to use? Because in where you are now, are you using them, or they are just there? You are not making the best use of them. Okay, so if it's a case where you are using them, or you are not using them to its maximal utility, or you are not using your potential to its maximum, you want to start using it to the maximum, isn't it? So you want to say, I have it, but I have not been using it. So it is time for you. You already know that we have similar characteristics, okay? And I have to start using them. Then you now go to those things that person has that you do not have. Okay, so you need to say, they don't have these things. What can I do to have them? You have to be intentional, because everything you do in life, you have to be intentional. So you need to say, how can I build myself to have these characteristics, to have these qualities that this person have? So you need to write all those down, because we are being very practical here. Write those down and say, what are the steps? What are the things I need to do to get to now? And this is how you want to approach it. You would say, this is step 1. Okay. This person has good organizational skill. For example, maybe the way they deliver their products, the way they market their product, they're quite organized. I don't, so I want to have this organizational skills, and that is step one, because you want to take it one step at a time. We're not going to do, because you see, if you're trying to do everything at the same time, then we're not going to get anywhere. Because you have numbered them, okay, we'll take it. You will take it the first in order of priority. Okay, so this is the organizational skill. What do I need to get this organizational skills? You need to start from your home. There is a saying, it says charity begins at home. So start, maybe it is organizing your home, having your schedules at home. Ensure, if you don't have a rota for yourself, you need to have a rota to organize your schedule. You don't have to start big, okay? If it is cooking, if it's your bedtime, you want to ensure that this is consistent. You are building that organizational skill gradually, okay? When you've taken, and I think somebody was saying, I read somewhere that if you do something consistently for 21 days, you get used to it. So if it's going to bed at 10 p.m. every day, I want to be organized. Or maybe it is just trying to say, when I take a spoon from here, I want to return that spoon where it's supposed to be. Start with those tiny little bit of things. Don't start big, because we are getting somewhere, we're going somewhere, and we want to take those baby steps. When a child is born, they don't grow into an adult in one day. They don't learn to talk in one day. They don't learn to walk in one day. It is a gradual step. A child takes a first step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then they become professionals. So, and that's how I want you to take it, okay? So start gradually, all right? And then you need to observe these people. You need to, wherever it is you're looking at them, if it's their LinkedIn profile, if it is their talks, their conferences, you want to be there so that you are understanding them. You want to hear, because some of them will tell you their story. They will share their story. You want to listen to their story. You want to understand those things that they struggle with, because it provides you with the opportunity to prepare yourself. Some of the obstacles that they have gone through, you don't have to go through them again, because they have shared them, so you are preparing yourself. Okay, so step one, you actually you said it's organizational skill. Are there any resources that I need, to ensure that I am actually implementing this, or I have this organizational skill to make the best use of it in order to achieve my goal? So you need to write them down, okay? And then it needs to be time bound, okay? So when is that time frame where I feel that by this time I should be organized? By this time, when somebody asks me, my organizational skills will be on point. So you want to put it on the time, but on a time frame. I don't really know how much to stress this, because if you're not, you're only going to be joking, okay? And importantly, one key thing I would like to say is you need an accountability partner. Somebody has to be accountable. Somebody has to hold you to say, have you done this thing? Because we want to build confidence, and in as much as we are pushing ourselves, we are humans. There sometimes we feel like, oh, this is taking too long. So get somebody who can be your accountability partner, and right. So I need to complete this by so time. I want you to remind me. I want you to check with me if I have completed it or not. Okay, so have an accountability partner. Have somebody that would monitor you to say, okay, have you been able to do this? Because that will help you. So you have step one. I also want you to have step two. I also want you to, that's quality one, quality two, quality three. Okay. And those qualities, in order for you to achieve them, it might be you are having step one, step two, step three. Do you know what you're doing? You're having a proper evaluation of yourself. and you're getting to know yourself the more. The moment you're going through all this process, you begin to believe in yourself. And when you start seeing those tiny little bit of steps, those steps that you're taking, it becomes, you see that you organize day one, you're able to put the spoon back in day two, you're able to put the spoon back in day three, you get motivated. You begin to enjoy, you seeing the progress. There's this thing that comes with when we see progress, when we're trying to do something and then we see progress, you are encouraged to do more, you are motivated to do more. So those tiny little bit of steps helps you to progress, helps you to build confidence, and then you see that comfort zone, you become very uncomfortable with it. You start being uncomfortable with it because you are looking at the big picture, and then you know that you are taking the right steps towards that your big picture. You are putting in the right amount of effort that is required towards that big picture. You are preparing yourself for that time of opportunity. And trust me, if somebody comes to you and you see the kind of confidence, the way you will talk to them about what you intend to do, the way you talk to them about the plans that you are putting in place to achieve your dream. In fact, they don't even need to come to you. You are already blah, 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 because you are doing something. As humans, when we are putting in so much effort, you feel very happy. You feel excited that you're making effort, And then finally, just for this session, is you need to be in the right community. If you're trying to set up a business, a kind of business, you need to be in the community of people that does those kind of business. And I have in my several videos, I have said I don't know how much to emphasize how to emphasize this. You need to be in the right community. And when I mean the right community, those people that do those kind of businesses, those people that have those kind of jobs, even if it's the relationship, the kind of relationship that you desire, do you know those people that have those kind of relationship? Approach them, talk to them, send them an email, give them a call. I really like your relationship. I want to be close to you. I want to learn from you. If you're not taking that intentional step, then you would struggle. So you need to be very, very intentional about approaching those people that are in that community where you aspire to be like. So if you are not in the right community, I don't know where the motivation wants to come from, because those people in that community who are where you want to be, or some of them are intending to be there, they would be your cheerleaders. And I would always say, you want to be around people who are your cheerleaders. Those people who would understand your dream, those people who understand what you intend to achieve, those who would understand the obstacles that you might face, those who would have potential solutions to those obstacles. You want to be part of these people. You want to reach out to them. You want to tell them that you are making effort to get to where they are. You want to talk to them and say, can you share your story with me? You want to tell them and say that, can you share the problems you have faced with me? Can you help me? Be vulnerable. They are happy when you are vulnerable. Be vulnerable to them. Share your thoughts with them. Be truthful to them. They would help you. So make effort, be very intentional to find that right community of those people you aspire to be like. It is time to step out of that comfort zone. It is time to start doing those things that you want to do. And the time is now. The time is today. So have you been writing? Have you been taking down those notes? If you have not been writing, I want you to start all over from this video and take those notes down. And be very intentional about putting in so much effort to achieving those things. Where are you now? The first thing. Where are you now? What does this place where you are now, what does it mean to you? Where do you want to be? Where do you aspire to be like? Who are those people where you aspire to be like? What qualities do they have? Write those down. In the process, like I said, in the process of doing those, you are having a better understanding of who you are. You are trying to understand your own self. You are trying to come to your truth. You begin to see your own truth. You begin to see your own qualities. You begin to see your own abilities. And then you are planning towards your dream. You are taking the right step in the right direction. And you are making those tiny little bit of effort that will help you, that will boost you. And you see, when you're talking to people about these things that you're doing, you become confident. You start building that confidence that you lack. In fact, you'll be very quick and happily drop your resignation letter, or you will gladly put in so much effort to set up that business, to do those things that you want to do to achieve your dream. I know that this is the first step. If you really want to have a one-to-one with me, feel free to send me an email, and then we can have a proper chat. We can have an evaluation. We can see how you have answered those questions. I can share my experience with you, and we can build a better picture. We can draw a strategy together that would help you get to that place where you want to get to. Don't struggle alone. Don't suffer alone. The time to start is now. That thing you want to do in 10 years, that thing you want to do in 20 years, start now. Prepare yourself for that time of opportunity. Don't lose that opportunity because you're scared. Don't lose that opportunity because you're not bold enough. Don't lose that opportunity because you are doubting yourself. Take that step now. Take that step right. In fact, I mean like yesterday. Take that step like yesterday and stop wasting your time. Okay, if you think you have found value from this, I want you to leave one or two things in the comments. Leave one or two things that you are taking away from this session. I want to hear those things that you would do today. Tell me in the chat what you are going to do today. After you finish watching this video, tell me one or two things that you are going to do. If you have missed some of it, I want you to go back and watch it and take your pen and write those things down. Do an evaluation of yourself. Have a better understanding of who you are. And I know you would not regret it. You want to learn more from me, send me an email, reach out to me. I'm happy to have a one-to-one with you, and we can draw up a strategy that will help you get to where you want to get to. Share this with your family. Share this with anybody. That's if you know you have found this value. Share it on your pages, because there are some people that need to hear this. There are some people that are waiting to hear this. There are some people that this is what they need right now. They need to hear this. If you have any questions for me aside this, the email is on the screen. You have not followed my social media pages, do not forget to follow them. Follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. I'm there as well, on Twitter. Follow me, follow us for all this content that would inspire you, that would help you build your confidence, that would help you embrace self-love, where you would, of course, overcome self-doubt and be the best version of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again same time next week for those edifying content. And yes, this is Bola Adeyeye Omishade, and I'll see you next week. Bye.